So today we have Shaila Kamblി. She is going to talk about NARMADA PARIKRAMA. Since the BMM session last year in San Jose, she has started attending Shri Yoga classes, and both of them, Shaila and Vijay, have been attending pranayam classes and also the easy chair classes. So, welcome, Shaila. It's good to see you every day, almost every day in the classes. Okay, and Shaila has done a lot of community service uh, as a part of BMM Uttaranga committee. That's the BMM is the Bruhan Maharashtra Mandal, the Marathi organization all over the USA. And she has been a key leader for the BMM Uttaranga. Uttaranga is for the seniors and organizing various events and helping. She got some recognition from the during the one of the conventions for her role in organizing Uttaranga. And again, overall, she has received various awards. She has a master's in computer science, and she has worked in the industry, IT industry, for quite some time. And it's a very interesting hobbies. Rangoli, she got some award for Rangoli exhibition, and also about gardening. Looks like she has various interests. And so it's good to have Shaila, and recently she did this Narmada Parikrama, and she wants to talk about it. So thank you, Shaila. Go ahead. And again, any details, any more details that you want to include, please do that. Let me do one thing. I will spotlight you for everyone so that people can see you well. Okay. Go ahead, Shaila.
Thank you very much, Guruji. This is an honor to be here. Uh, in many ways, I have, I feel really blessed to be associated with Sri Yoga and the community that you have developed. And it's not so much how much you do for the community, but how you do it. And that is really, you become like a beacon for our community, doing this free service for year over year for decades now. It's amazing, and having done a little bit of work for the community, I know it's not very easy, and it's not to make it sustainable. It's really challenging. So we really appreciate what you do for the community. Personally, Vijay and I have been benefited by it. So with sincere gratitude, I appreciate what you do. Um,
Thank you, Shaila.
so Narmada Parikrama is not many people know about it, know about the river, or know much about the river. So if you know anything, if you want to know more about it, or if you know more than what I am communicating, please step forward and correct me or comment. I will appreciate that. So this is the I'll just explain some of the terminology. So parikrama is the circumambulation of the river, and it's done in a certain way. There are some guidelines and the rules set in place centuries ago. This is a journey that can be done in many ways. Traditionally, it's done on foot, and we have somebody here, Charu Pandit, who just returned from doing it on foot over 3 months. It's also done by bike, by a car, by bus, like what we did, or on a horseback, what Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar did. So here I am to share with you our reflections. about this journey that we did with a tour in 14 days. And whether you do it in 14 days or 4 months, it's how you approach it will determine what kind of rewards you get or what kind of experiences you actually realize the real or what you get out of it. So it's a journey of 14 sacred days and a soul's awakening in timeless ways. Little disclaimer here that this is an expert session, as Guruji calls it, but I just want to make sure everybody understands I am not coming in front of you as an expert. Banks of Narmada is a tapobhumi. It's a sacred place, and its parikrama is a spiritual journey. So everyone's experience is different. Parikrama has been undertaken by many siddha and sadhak alike. So I am only sharing my reflections. And we'll start the session with first stanza of Narmadashtaka, which was written by Adiguru Shankaracharya. So, Sabindu Sindhu Suskala Taranga Bhanga Ranjitam Dvishatsu Papajata Karivari Sanyutam Krutanta Duta Kalabhuta Bhitihari Narmade Bhitihari Varmade Tvadiya Pada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Om Narmade Hara. So, why do we do parikrama of Narmada and not other rivers? That's a question that many people have. So, Narmada is the only river that is circumambulated in a certain way. It's geographically speaking, it's a unique river that has a westward flow. And this is Madhya Pradesh's lifeline. Historically speaking, it's 7,000 years ago, the first parikrama was done by Markandeya Rishi and by many sages since, including Adi Shankaracharya. Markandeya Muni did his parikrama, although in a very unique way, and no one has done it since, as far as we know. There are 999 Upanadya, or the rivers that meet Narmada. Markandeya Muni circumambulated every single tributary that meets Narmada, and it took him over 27 years. So many sages have done parikrama after that, but it is on foot, and many have done barefoot as well. Its religious significance, origin to confluence, countless sacred sites, most ancient, mythologically rich river. It's described in Skanda Purana. It embodies Lord Shiva himself. So the spiritual
So,
significance.
one question, Shaila, do you want
Yeah.
to share slides or you want to share it
Oh,
later?
I'm sorry. Yes, yes. Thank you. Okay, so we did it by bus, and this is our what we call it Mangal Margi. And we did it. We did our tour with Prabhu Travels. This is no advertisement for Prabhu Travels, but we had really good experience in at every level. So why do it by bus? A, in modern times, our bandwidth is very limited. Um, it's for some of us or many of us, it's physically achievable. It's time efficient. Also, people going, born and brought up in the cities, or whether in India or here, um, their capacity to go in rural areas, digest food, and handle other challenges are limited. So going by bus made a lot of sense for us. Um, and I guess the fringe benefits, and one not just fringe benefits, but it was for us, it was a huge benefit that we were able to connect with the fellow pilgrims and get to know them, share our reflections and theirs. Ah, okay, so here is our route. There are some guidelines as to how you would do parikrama. It doesn't have to be from the source of the river to where it's meets the ocean and then come back to the same point where you started the parikrama. So it could be at the source, or it has been done by many at starting at Omkareshwar, and from Omkareshwar you go downward, meet the um, reach Bharuch, where Narmada meets the ocean, Arabian Sea, and come back up, come all the way up to Amarkantak, and then on the other side. So you start on the south bank, come back up on the north bank, and come again to Omkareshwar. So this was really, um, here are some of the rules I can share with you. Let me see, it will be the second. Hmm. I don't know my, okay, here. So here are the rules. You begin from the southern bank, moving from east to west. Return at the mouth of the river along the northern bank, moving against the flow. Always keep the river to your right. Do not cross the river during parikrama. Otherwise, the parikrama is no longer a parikrama. Maintain purity and simplicity, sattvic vegetarian food, recite Narmada Ashtakam, no shortcuts or skipping of sacred sites, end at the starting point. And Parikrama begins with a Sankalpan Pujan and ends with a Sankalpana Purti. I have some pictures of how you do it. Okay, so this is our Mangal Margi, and this is our team.
So one question, Shaila, do you
Sure.
want people to ask questions at the end, or while you are talking about it?
Yeah, we can take questions while I'm talking. It will
Okay.
be good.
Okay. Okay. So anyone, if you have any questions, you can just ask while this presentation is going on. Hopefully that will not disrupt the session. Okay.
Shailaja, is that all the members in the bus?
Oh no, this is our team. These are the organizers. The pictures that you see,
Okay.
they're the organizers. So our here the third person is Prabhu and his wife Ragini. Um, the other three members are, there is a cook here, and the driver's helper. Driver is not here. It was amazing how there were people from US, from England, and many parts of Maharashtra, because the tour started in Mumbai. at Dadar. So there were, and most people were from the cities. So um, no one got, no one had stomach problem. That's what I would say. These were also, COVID had not subsided completely at that point. So we had obviously taken a risk, but we came through it um, without any damage, I would say.
So
It was,
one
yeah,
question I had was when you go to the west end, close to the Arabian Sea, how do
yeah.
you cross to the other side of the river?
Okay, so you are not supposed to cross the river, right? So many people um, go in the small boats up inside few kilometers inside the away from the bank, um, not just away from the bank, but away from the coastline, and then come back up on the other side in Bharuch. Whereas our team, and there are many others who have um, documentation, they have I would say to support their decision not to take the nauka is that they say it's actually um, against the religious norms to cross the ocean. Then so it is um, we went where the at the end of the end of near actually in Bharuch on the coastline, and then there is a bridge to cross for the buses. So we crossed the bus then. So many people had question about whether or not this is because we are all this is the right thing to do. We all had heard about treacherous um, trip through, even though it's a small journey in the small boat into the ocean and then come back on the other side. Many it's can be depend upon your bharti and OT whenever you it could be at 5 a.m. or at midnight. And also it's in going through the muddy waters and go into the small boat. That's we've heard not so good stories. We had heard not so good stories about them, but our tour organizer, he had done this uh, his 36th trip. Um, and he said that he has documentation that this is the right way to do it. So this is how it's a long answer to your question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Significance of keeping the river on your right side while taking the parikrama?
Yes. Why?
What is the significance of keeping the river always on your right side?
Oh, so right side in our, in our tradition is the positive thing to do. So it's always that's what I
It is right.
that's what I hear. So you keep it on the right. And also I think once you decide for when you're either walking or going by vehicle, it's easy to not get lost, right? Once you decide, once you know that Narmada is always on your right. So
Mhm.
but other than that, I haven't found any other significance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This You're welcome. So we were 42 people, and there was a rule. Many tours have different tour organizers have different rules of where people sit in the bus. So I should just mention that in our case, it was on the first day, our organizer, Prabhu, had asked all the pilgrims whether it is okay for them if Vijay and I sat on the first seat all the time. Usually, the rule is that every day you change the seat and then you go, you move to the next seat and then go around. So because we were Jeshtatle Jeshta, so we were the most senior people. We were pampered so much that it was sometimes embarrassing. Here we are lifting weights in the gym, but there you were, we were, they would take even the plate away from us and ask us to not stay in the buffet line. They'll bring the plates to us. So it was little, they went overboard in pampering us, I think. Some benefits of being elderly, I think. This was this was through the jungle near Amarkantak, and then the first, according to the rule, you start your parikrama. Before you start your parikrama, you have this ceremonious pujan, and you have you decide, this is why I am taking this, and this is what I want to accomplish, and please help us. So this is the Sankalpa Puja on the Omkareshwar Ghat. So I'm not going to go chronologically in 14 days what we did, but rather I'll talk about the geographical sites, spiritual sites, also the some of the experiences that we had, and Narmada's beauty in different forms. So there are Narmada Bank is just all along the 2,500 some kilometers. There are many temples, and each has its own beauty. It's some of them are especially Chausashta Yogini, where there are ancient murtis, but unfortunately many of them are damaged because of the attack from idol haters. But this is Siddheshwar temple at Khategaon Devas, Dattadham. In Dattadham temple, there is people can, I think around 2,200 people can be accommodated here. Beautiful Datta Murti, and also there is a Narmada Murti that is just so beautiful. Sri Yantra here, this is also in Amarkantak. So Amarkantak is the place where Narmada first appears, is the source of Narmada. And that is, if you can see, this is a Sri Yantra, and this Sri Yantra is the structure is not done yet. It's been worked on for centuries, because there are, I think, only 7 days in the year where all the stars align properly, and that's the only time you can actually work on this. And there are 2 pictures here, Sri Yantra at Amarkantak, the one above on the right side, and also on the right hand corner.
So one question, did you see the 64 Yogini temple?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
heard that it's very unique, that there are not too many such temples. of 64 yoginis. Okay.
Yes, and it's also situated such that you have a beautiful view of the Narmada from above. So I have that slide someplace.
Yeah.
And each yogini also, there are different stories about it. About 64 yoginis. It's so I don't know which one is actually holds true.
But
Here's
one thing that I heard is all your emotions. The 64 yoginis represent all the possible emotions.
yes, yes, and it is it's really really unfortunate that you are not able to um, see the original structures.
Mm.
And this is the Siddheshwar temple as seen from the from above. So this is Siddheshwar Mahadev Mandir, and this the Narmada is for your we didn't bathe in the river every day, but many times every time we visited the ghat, we used to either either take a bath if it was proper, or some ghats are such that there are the slopes are slippery, the rocks are slippery, or also in some places there are also crocodiles. So we were able to get into the river only where it was possible. Um, I'll speak about Punyashloka Devi Holkar, what she has done. She was Param Bhakta of Narmada Maya. She found many Shivalingas in the river. She had circumambulated the river on the horseback, and she did Jirnodhar of many ghats and many temples. So Maheshwar will be there again, but I just wanted to mention that she has, the river you see is in different forms, and we'll have different pictures of it. Here are some of the highlights. So, I mean, some of the temples. So here's the Datta Dham, which accommodates 2,000 people. Here's Narmada Maya. It's the just beautiful murti at Amarkantak. This is Amarkantak Mandir in the submersed. It's not submersed. This is not the.
So
But it
Amarkantak
is.
is more towards the east end of the river.
So Amarkantak is in the corner of, is the northwest, near the northwest corner of Chhattisgarh. So
Okay.
it is in Madhya Pradesh, but it's in that northwest corner of
So okay, west.
Chhattisgarh. So it's on the eastern side, yes. And the picture that you saw in the front is was a Gwari Ghat. It's a sunrise at Gwari Ghat. Do you see that here? Because I don't see it really
Yeah, I
well.
can see it. Yeah.
Okay. And then the Beda Ghat, sorry, the Beda Ghat is, these are all marbles. We had so much fun when we took the ride. Of course, you have to make sure when you take the boat ride here that accidentally you don't step out on a rock, because it would mean that you have gone on the other side. So parikrama is is the rule is violated here. So we took a boat ride here. It is magnificent. Just the river itself, and it was a clean river. Many people were surprised that we were able to take a bath in the river, but it was really clean. That's not true everywhere, but it was here. So here are 42 some people. There's people of there's like from 35 to 85. That's the demographics. We had each one had different story to tell. Each one had different experiences. So we learned a lot from our tourists, our fellow pilgrims, and really enjoyed. This is our Sankalpana Purti Puja. Here's Vijay and our fellows. We also did at the end, we would also do we would get together and talk about that day, and also at the end too, we shared our experiences. This was Amarkantak, Omkareshwar, and this is Gajanan Maharaja's temple. It is just beautiful. So, and Gajanan Maharaj's temple is, I guess, known for its first, not cleanliness is the first and foremost, right? If you have visited Shegaon, this is like that. It's just so beautiful and so clean. So here's on the left side, this is where Narmada appears. She disappears just for a short while and comes back. And when she comes back, this is her reappearance. And this is in Amarkantak. And look at the mandir and this reflection. It was just a delight to be just sitting there and reciting Narmada Ashtaka.
Is this all marble?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So this is Maheshwar. Here's I wish we had learned a lot more about Punyashlok Ahilya Devi Holkar. I don't know how many of you already are well versed with her history, but she was an amazing personality. She was, she was a great administrator. She was a warrior, not only just a warrior, but she was she led the warriors. Then she knew people's talent. Her manifesto is that everything that I have has come from my subject, and it should be returned to the subjects. So I won't comment on the politics, but I can see that the leaders like that are very very unusual, very unique. Then this is the Maheshwar Ghat. There's a story about it, that this statue was placed 3 times on the bank of the river on Maheshwar Ghat, and 3 times for a not a very apparent reason. I mean, there were storms, but the statue shouldn't have fallen. And people concluded that Ahilya Devi Holkar never wanted um, any awards or rewards, especially she was Narmada Bhakta, and she didn't want the Narmada Ghat um, to be known as where Ahilya Devi Holkar's statue is. She wanted to have this ghat as a Narmada Ghat, and so the statue fell, and finally it found its place. They situated it in the palace or outside in the courtyard. It's a beautiful, beautiful statue. You can see this is made of stone, but you can see the shine, and even the pleats on her saris they look so real. And this is all stone. It's a marble statue. So here we are, and of course, later on, Ahilya Devi Holkar's family, they have started actually supporting the weavers, and all you young ladies probably know about the Maheshwari sari. So I could have done I guess a session on just that, but it's really beautiful.
What are the material made up of? A cotton or?
Yes, cotton, silk,
Oh, thank you.
cotton and silk and zari. So we did have a couple of hours in the emporium there.
How much walking did you do every day?
So not much, 4 to 5 miles.
Okay.
And also, there was like, as you can see, this cut, which is not that challenging, but there are up and down stairs. Like for Sausashta Yogini, you have to go, you have to climb up. So there are some hikes, and say for example, Bhavan Gaja, where Jain Mandir is, it's actually we were told not to go there, not to go all the way up because the bus would not stop for us. It is quite high, quite a hike. So we had the opportunity to go most places, walk and say Duadar Dhabdaba, the falls, where that's quite a walk from the ghat. But other than that, it's very doable. It's not.
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't.
Did
Okay.
you travel from morning to evening and then you took rest
Yes, good.
in the hotels?
Good question. So we used to start around before 6. So at 4:30 there would be a call for the for tea, and after that we after the first tea we will have our luggage in the bus by it depends. Sometimes it used to be before 6, at times it used to be before 6:30, but the bus would almost always take off before 7, no matter where we went. And at night, most of the time we would return by 6 or 7. So each day, um, with the exception of one day, we changed hotels, and we stayed in three-star hotels most of the time, except for once where we stayed in an ashram, and another day we were in a four-star hotel. But other than that, I think I have a picture of in Sardar's Vallabhai Patel's Statue of Unity. That there had a beautiful. It was glamping as opposed to camping. So here's Narmada, and there are like different. I don't have I couldn't put the videos on here, but you could see the water in the falls. This is Dhuadar Fall because there's so much smoke there. Uh, and then here's the Beda Ghat. This is Sri Yantra again. So here is the statue. As you can see, Vijay is standing here, and he is under the nails under the toes of.
Yeah.
It's a humongous statue, and I would like to say that you feel very proud to be an Indian when you go there. It is done so beautifully. It's maintained so well. It's clean. And we didn't even see all of it. There are botanical gardens and stuff that we didn't see. So if you ever go there, please actually allocate a day or two to visit that place.
Whose statue is that?
It's Vallabhai Patel.
Oh, Vallabhai Patel. Okay.
So this is Siddheshwar Temple at Khategaon. Just see how intricate the work is here. And here too is. And of course, this is at different places. So Dhule, then Nasik, and all the masalas. Then here, you name it, any size you want Shivalinga, you would find this here.
What is this lady selling? Guava?
Guava.
And then red
It's a
one?
red guava. Guava.
Red guava. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Great. I love it.
Yeah.
And I have one more question. Two questions. How is the weather there, and when did you
Oh, good.
what month did you go to?
Good question. So we went from February 24th to March 8th. And that was we needed a sweater, light sweater.
Sweater and shawl? Both?
Sweater or shawl. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
It was that's a great time to go. Otherwise, it would be very hot afterwards.
February to March. Okay.
Yeah.
And the total days, how many days did you spend there?
14 days.
14 days. Okay.
14 days. And every day we went to different place, almost every day.
Okay.
And
Wonderful.
Shailaja, you're talking about Shivling, and this is all natural Shivling, or is it carved
Yes.
Shivling?
So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have, I mean, there at the Dhuadar Falls, we heard, there were lots of people selling Shivalinga and many other artifacts, but they're not found in the river. So, I mean, we saw Ahilya Devi Holkar's Devara, and in that, she had so many beautiful Shivalingas, but I guess you have to be very devoted in order to find Shivalinga in the river. So here we were at Ram Mandir, and look at behind Ram Mandir, there is Ram Phal. I don't know what's Ram Phal is called in in Hindi or English. Like Sitafal is custard apple, right? So Ramfal is Sitafal has like eyes. The skin is not very.
Custard apple. Custard.
Ah,
I just googled it. It's called custard apple.
Ramfal is called custard apple. Sitafal is
Yeah.
called custard apple. I know. But Ramfal is actually the skin is smooth, just like pear, but it peels off, and then if when it's ripe, and Ramfal is also very sweet. So behind the Ram Mandir is this Ram Fal tree was like loaded. Here's the picture on the left. Guruji is is where we went for Sausashta Yogini.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, up there. And then on the right is Bhavan Gaja Mandir. It's a huge statue of the one of the saints of Jain. Here are some Bhilla children who approached us, and of course they're smarter than us. They gave us a nice show, and it was. This was in Omkareshwar. So this is a garden that has there's beautiful murtis of beautiful statues, and also really nice garden. Here at this place, they actually teach Vedas, and have there are lots of this. It's just like Gurukul. So Garudeshwar. This is near Bharuch. So here's the Unity Holiday Resort. As you can see, it's not exactly an ashram on the right. So we happened to be there around Holi. The gentleman in the middle, with the turban, he is the owner of that. And before we went, he had organized um, preparations for Holi that day. And Vijay, being the most senior person, he got an opportunity. He was given an opportunity to light the fire. So, and then they had Puran Poli and stuff too. So it was fun. So, in summary, this is a little poem I thought you might like. So, she flows not with haste but with grace, from Amarkantak's heart to the Arabian embrace. A river, yes, but more a sage, whose silence writes on time's old page. No need to bathe, no need to chant, her darshan alone makes karma recant. She's Shiva's tear, earth's winding prayer, stone turned Shivalinga sacred rare. Ganga blesses, Yamuna charms, but Narmada walks you through challenging paths. Not just a flow, but a path, a test. To walk her banks is to shed the rest. Why only her? Why why no other stream? Because she is not water, she is a dream. Ah, okay. I can't read this. A pilgrimage, a breath, a vow to renew, encircling her, you may find you. Namaste.
Very nice presentation, Shaila.
Thank
Did
you.
lot of work in preparing the slides.
Yeah, and I wasn't done completely. But thank you for the opportunity.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
छान माहिती सांगितली.
Taylor, what did you people do for lunch?
Good question. We had, so early in the morning, as I said, we would leave around before 6 or 7, almost always before 7. And, with our, because we moved place to place every day, our luggage also had to be packed and be in the cargo compartment early on. And the one who doesn't reach the bus before that time gets to feed the bus that day. Feed meaning some kind of a treat, right? So we and then we'll start as soon as the bus starts, we will start our Narmadashtaka, because we brought the kalash. You have to have Narmada water with you all through the journey. So we had kalash, and instead of everybody carrying their own, we had the kalash in front of the bus. So each of us can do the prayer there. So we used to start with Narmadashtaka as the bus started, and then everybody used to do, each person, whether it's Shiva Lilamrut or Vishnu Sahasranam, after that. And then the bus would stop, we would have hot breakfast, one dish meal like upma or pohe or things like that, and then hot tea or coffee, or tea and coffee if you like that. So, and then we'll have lunch would be either a vana bhojan, outside either in the forest or in the courtyard of temples, or never in hotels. Our cooks used to be with us, and along the way they knew where to buy fresh things, so they would buy along the way, like onions and vegetables and stuff, or sometimes they would go ahead and prepare the food. And it was a lot of fun. And not almost, as far as I know, nobody had any stomach issues, even though we ate at different places. They were very hygienically speaking, everything was really perfect. So, and then, by the way, yeah, the food it was sattvic food, but it was also, we will have some dessert, because Holi was going to be there. They had Puran Poli. We also had Basundi. We had Srikhand one day. So it was,
It's a feast.
so it was like more than sattvic, and also it was, as we say, this was not a tapasya for sure.
And how much was the cost for the whole trip?
So then it was 45,000 per person, rupees.
But after the end, did you feel different? Did you feel like a peace or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not afterwards, but just during the whole journey, we never felt that, whether or not we will be able to do this, or, until then we had been going to India every year. And we had also been going to, because Vijay and I both come from our native places, are Vijay's is Malwan, and mine is Devgad, Hapusamba. So,
Oh.
we are used to going to the rural areas, but also we always took, appropriate precautions, not eating any, like uncooked food or not so hot food, and also taking, the malaria tablets and all that. This was the first time our family thought we were going a little crazy to embark on this journey, but we never had even a slightest doubt that we would not be able to do it, or there would be problems. And this was also COVID time. We had not too many people were wearing masks, but we were able to survive. Vijay did get sick, but he was able to actually hike 3 days afterwards, and we didn't miss anything except for a couple of falls. Dugdhadhara we didn't see, but other than that, we didn't see, meaning, we chose not to. We were asked to stay and rest. That's what happened. But it was. I feel that uh, this is something that I don't have enough words to explain. Um, there's definitely energy, urja, in whether you do it on foot or by vehicle. You have your experience will be commensurate to your shraddha.
तीर्थयात्रा आल्यावर नमस्कार करतात तसा तुम्हाला नमस्कार.
How about quality of water on a daily basis? Were you able to maintain good quality water?
We were given, everybody was given 2 liters every day.
All right.
By them. Yeah.
And you went the entire length of the river, right?
Yes. Not just entire length. We came back.
Oh, okay.
So
Round trip.
twice.
Round trip. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many miles was that?
So this was like, so it would be around, we went from Dadar, Mumbai to Omkareshwar, and then, so it was over 3,500 kilometers.
Namaskar, Shaila ji. This is Pinkle. Thank you so much for a beautiful explanation of your parikrama and information. Can you tell me which group or the travel agency you went through?
Sure. It's Prabhu Travels, and they're based in Dadar. And I can,
I can share the once when Pinkal, I will share the information.
Sounds good, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you. It was very nice.
Very nice.
And I also
really enjoyed it. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate that.
poem was very nice too.
Poem was very
Poem was wonderful.
Did you compose yourself?
I listened to your story.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What did you say? What was nice?
Did you compose the poem yourself? Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Shaila. You told a very nice story. Thank you for sharing your experiences. And I don't know if you have read the book by Goni Dandekar. It's Kona Ekati Brahman Gatha.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So actually, there's a story. Goni Dandekar, I met him in person when I visited my friend's father was a professor at IIT Mumbai, IIT Powai. And Goni Dandekar had visited him there, and he wanted to use that location to write his book. But then it didn't happen. But that's when I met him his wife and his daughter. It's just amazing, right?
Yes.
Done so many years ago. Now, I have to mention, if you hear about if you read the old versions, old not versions, but old parikramas, people who did it maybe some 20 years ago, they talked about how they were robbed by bhillas along the way, especially in Shulpani jungle. So now, um, many people after that have worked with the Bhilla community there to help them um, get access to, education, jobs, and there are a lot of really amazing souls who are doing the work. And so Bhilla community is no longer robbing people. In fact, they're trying to help us, and be their tour guide or whatever. And oh yeah, the other thing and most important thing that I forgot is the how we look at Narmada and how people in Madhya Pradesh look at Narmada, or people along the bank of Narmada look at the river. So for them, Narmada is their Maiya. Narmada is their protector, their life giver. And anybody who does parikrama along the way, they think that it is not only their should say blessing to help them, but it is their this is the divine work. So they don't, if you don't eat there, they will come after you to bring the food and say, please do not go without eating here. It's just, and you feel that along the way. And probably people who travel in the bus or the vehicle, they may not feel that, but those who are doing actually a parikrama on foot, they are there are a lot of sadavarta, meaning they give food to cook, or they'll ask you to come inside and stay there. And it's they feel that it is the blessing that they get from Narmada each time they serve somebody. So that's just an amazing thing. And along the way, when you go, you may find that you'll see an ashram of Siddha Purush or Siddha Mahila. We had this amazing experience at this is this um, Siddhamai, she is called. She is more than 100 years old.
Oh.
She was managing her ashram while being in bed. She was bedridden then when we visited her. And she was managing. It's just amazing that she had, even though she was bedridden, she had so much, glow. I was just, we were all mesmerized when we went there and sat there. And we had few experiences that are like unexplainable.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because people were saying that they explain that they get some kind of good experience about Narmada, being Narmada around.
True.
Yeah.
Well, our experience was that they Siddhamai's Siddhamai our Prabhu and Prabhu's father, who's the founder of this organization, they had been visiting Siddhamai for many years. And when we visited her, she was, of course, bedridden. And one of us, this lady from England, she was a good singer. So Prabhu suggested that Shubhada sing a bhajan. Shubhada sang a bhajan. There was also a tray to put, any donation. So Siddhamai, after she sang the bhajan, she blessed her and she asked her, how much did you put in there? And I thought that was unusual for coming from her. She was asking how much donation she gave. But it so happened, she said, I really don't know, because I just, whatever came in my hand, I just put it there. So it turned out next day when we all met, she said she knew exactly what she had what she had taken out of the ATM that night, and she knew exactly how much change she had. So when she went back, she had no less money. Everything was whatever she took, say $100 she took out, 100 rupees, 100 rupees were in her wallet. So yeah, that was a very unusual experience. But so I mean, there were a couple other experiences, but I think the experience will be based on how much Shraddha you have.
That's true.
I think that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which year you have took this tour?
2 years ago, 2023.
23. Okay.
During
Thank
COVID.
you.
During COVID, right?
Yeah.
In what month in terms of
February, March.
February, you said February, March?
Yeah. End of February, beginning of March.
Good weather?
Yes.
It
Good.
was good.
Yeah, thank you, Shaila.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Very nice
Thank you.
presentation, Shaila, and good to.
Thank you, Guruji, and thank you for all that you do for us.
Yeah, beautiful pictures of the temple.
Narmade Hara.
Thank you, Guruji.
Narmade Mata ki jai.
Narmade Mata ki jai, right?
Hey, Mata.
Namaskar.
Hello, Reena.
Thank you, Srikant.
Hello,
Namaste.
Suresh and Vandana. Good to see you. Namaskar.
Namaste. Thank you. We couldn't
Thank
join
you.
early, so we'll listen to that.
Okay. So Reena with her dad and mom. Oh, wow. Okay. So they are from Baroda, and Baroda, right, Reena?
Baroda. Yeah.
Ah.
But dad
And
grew up near his birthplace is
On the river bank.
on the Narmada River. And
Oh,
mummy also was born near that. So we have Narmada as like main river for us as well. So thank you.
And one thing I want to mention about Reena's dad, last year he went to Kailash Mansarovar, and this year again he's going there. This last year the whole family went. Reena went, and her parents went, and this time her dad is going again. So okay.
ah,
That's amazing. Yeah.
that is amazing.
Thank you.
All right, everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
night. And
Good night.
so I will
Thank you.
conduct the session, Anil and Usha, so the meditation sessions.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.